Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the North American Racing Series here at Champion Motorsports. I'm your host, Ross Smith, coming to you live from Daytona Beach, Florida, for the very first round of the Virtual Modern Sports Car Championship. This is going to be a fantastic year. 2026 is bringing a lot of new cars, a lot of new talent, and tons of action down on all the world sports car circuits, but we're mostly focusing on the IMSA circuit in this case. So all of the tracks that you're used to seeing across North America, we're bringing it live here. So we are getting ready to go live here. The briefing is going on down in the pits. You can see that drivers are, well, maybe you can't see. The drivers are getting ready. They're being talked to just a little bit here by the race director, Matthew Overton. And as they're getting ready to go, they're going to go through a warm-up session here. But I'm going to step in just briefly, kind of go through some things that are going on here with today's race. So, of course, I said we're here at Daytona International Speedway. This is a very special circuit, not only in all of motorsport and racers' mind, sim racers' mind, but today, this is the premier version of the circuit as it is made for this year, in 2026. So the Le Mans chicane, as painful as it is to say, it's listed there as a bus stop, which will forever be how I think of it. But it is modernized, is updated, so that way we can actually see exactly how it looks. And it is a marvelous job. Don Fryman and Ben Borman, who are part of the Storm Gang simulation team who have brought you this wonderful World Sports Car Championship mod, have been working diligently on updating and modifying the James Mabe Tracks version of Daytona, which is a brilliant circuit that he released, I believe it was back in 2022, and it was just before the release of the Studio 397 version, which ended up happening, basically simultaneously, and all the wonderful work that he put into it, he wasn't really able to capitalize, but he has agreed to allow us to make some modifications and keep the versions going. So we've been doing that here. We're very excited to show you some of the work that's been done. We've actually had live on track references made. So if we take a look here, you can see down in the Le Mans chicane, there it is with the Le Mans markings that were just put on this year. Paint's just barely drying after the actual 24 hours of Daytona took place. I believe that was last weekend, maybe the weekend before. Boy, time flies. I think it was the weekend before, but yeah, it's been put to good use. And the best part about this is this version of the track, all the way back through 2022, with the various changes at the chicane, both with the curbing and the lettering, everything that you see here or don't see here, will be available for all of those who play rFactor 2. It'll be in the Steam Workshop. So as you can see, some of the visuals changing there. We have kicked over into the qualifying session. So that will be going off here in just a moment. We'll be seeing the GT3 traffic going through and getting their 10 minutes of qualification in, followed by Hypercars next. Another little treat for tonight's race. I will not be sticking around and doing the commentary. However, we do have a very special treat. It's a creation of the highest proportions, although I'd say that's probably in alpha right now, but we have this wonderful tool that's being developed by our very own Thorax, as he goes by. But for most people, that's Eric Jacobs, a driver who's actually in tonight's race. But he's working on what he's dubbed the Battle Director, which is an AI-hosted commentator and scene director, which will go through on replays and whatnot. And it's just phenomenal, the work that he's put into it. There's still so much development that's going on behind the scenes, and we're looking forward to seeing how that gets put to good use. Not just in rFactor 2, but there are great schemes to enable this in all, or at least many, of the modern sims that are out there. So it will be available hopefully in the coming months as it gets more and more refined. Tonight you're getting a little bit of a taste of how it works out and some of the potential that's going on with it. So as the race goes on, it'll be directed that way, as you can see some of the cars coming around. So with no further ado, I will hop out myself and allow the qualifying to go on, and you can sit back, relax, enjoy with some drinks, some coffee, snacks, anything that you'd like, and yeah, have a great race. Thanks for joining me.
Oh, now watching Alan Holden. Solid pace being shown here. Solid pace being shown here. Solid pace being shown here. Let's watch John Ewan going for the pass on Alexander McQuarrie. Now watching Sean Kelly. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Stuart Barge. Solid pace being shown here. Oh, now watching Olivia Gervais. Solid pace being shown here. Look at this LMGT3 battle for P1. Here's another look. Let's return to the action. Now watching Alexander McQuarrie. Solid pace being shown here. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Alan Holden. Impressive consistency from Alan Holden.
Minute 30 warning. Hypercars can line up in 30 seconds.
One minute, GTs. 1 minute.
Halfway point, 11 minutes remaining.
Hypercars can line up.
Minutes remaining.
GTs may finish, hypercars may go. There's still GTs on hot laps.
Fastest sector 2 of the session, Alan Holden. Oh, now watching Brian Hall. Solid pace being shown here. Action in hypercar for P5. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Ben Kesby. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Norm Graf. Solid pace being shown now here. Now watching Ben Kesby. Now watching Ryan Pulbert Reyes. Solid pace being shown here. Solid pace being shown here. Five minutes remaining. Impressive consistency from Ryan Pulbert Reyes. Ryan Pulbert Reyes finding time in sector 3. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Ryan Pulbert Reyes. Now watching Troy Yuyan. Remarkably consistent from Troy Yuyan. Green sector 3 for Troy Yuyan. Now watching Ben Kesby. Impressive consistency from Ben Kesby. Fastest sector 1 of the session. Ben Kesby. Two minutes remaining. Now watching Ben Kesby. Let's see that again. One minute remaining. Back to live action. Now watching JT Tammy. Impressive consistency from JT Tammy. Solid pace being shown here. Qualifying complete. In Hypercar, Ben Kesby on pole with 1:31.617. Johnny Gutierrez and Troy Yuyan behind. In Hypercar AM, Ryan Paulbert-Reyes on pole with 1:33.559. Gilles Lalonde and Norm Graff behind. In LMGT3, Alan Holden on pole with 1:42.294. Daniel Kirby and John Yuyan behind. In LMGT3 AM, Stuart Barge on pole with 1:43.027. Stephen Miller and Olivier Gervais behind.
Okay, so nice qualifying times out there. Ben, well done with a 1:31 and just over the halfway mark in your Ferrari, and then Johnny and Troy following up hot on your heels within about a second and a bit. Well done to you two for the top of the hypercars, and then it's Ryan Paulbert-Reyes, Gilles, and Norm taking the 3 hypercar AM top spot. Nicely done. And then Alan Holden, Ben Kirby, Daniel Kirby, and John Uyen in a nice little tight pack there at the top of the LMGT3s. And then Stu Barge, followed by Stephen Miller and Oliver Gervais a little bit further back, took the AMs for the GT3s. Nice qualifying, everybody. You got 10 minutes to go out, just get used to heavy car again, and make sure you know where your pit box is.
Oh, now watching Troy Yuyan.
Ross, if you can still get on the battle director box, there's a checkbox for debug logging in the settings. If you could turn that on, that'll be good. I don't know that Ross is still here.
I think he hopped out into the broadcast booth.
Nice you're back with us, Tom.
Battle for P8 in LMGT3.
You got it.
Solid pace being shown here. Great LMGT3 and racing for P3. Impressive consistency from Olivier Gervais. Now watching Daryl Kruger. The times are coming down for Daryl Kruger. Solid pace being shown here.
I don't know. It's supposed to be there, but it may not be there. I never actually looked, but if it's not, don't worry about it. Should just be a checkbox somewhere that says debug.
Remarkably consistent from Carl Struhol.
Paul, that's why you should be in the fast lane until you hit your box.
I didn't even know there was an exit there.
How else do you get on pit lane, sir?
Well, further down.
Great
Anyway.
LMGT3
Okay.
racing for P5.
Everything needs to be checked.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Solid pace being shown here.
Oh, you know what? I may have added it for 27, so never mind.
Now watching Troy Yuyan.
This is pretty nice. It did a quality rundown and everything.
It should do the grid walk with the car descriptions as well.
Mm-hmm.
So fingers crossed.
Now watching Norm Graf. Impressive consistency from Norm Graf.
Caught somebody's spin in quali. I think I need to change the settings to make it like a little more balanced during quali and kind of hunt and peck around a little more. It tended
Solid
to
pace
stay
being
on
shown
somebody
here.
for too long.
Might have been slightly long in some cases, but it didn't seem like it was.
Now watching
Obnoxiously
Eric
so.
Jacobs. Quicker laps now from Eric Jacobs.
Quick elapse now for Eric Jacobs.
Now watching Daniel Kirby. Daniel Kirby is in a real groove, metronome laps.
Daniel Kirby and his metronome laps.
5 minutes remaining. Solid pace being shown here.
That was better, Paul.
You may have missed it, Matthew.
Thank
so
you.
We're running out warm-up.
Yeah, we are, sir.
Okay.
Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Eric Jacobs. Eric Jacobs is getting into a rhythm now. Now watching Stephen Miller. Remarkably consistent from Stephen Miller.
Oh boy, that stutter happened again. It's always in the bus stop.
Solid pace being shown here.
Is that new text?
Your screen is giving you force feedback for the curb.
Now watching James Bowders.
Man, that course is fast in a straight line.
Yep.
I gotta get used to not being one of the fastest in the Ferrari this year.
Man, I remember testing the Ferrari last year. I could run like 3 rear wing and still be quicker in a straight line than the Aston.
Solid pace being shown here.
James getting some screen time.
Two minutes remaining. Now watching Ryan Corbett Reyes. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Alan Holden.
Oh, my bad.
That's probably me. Sorry, my bad, dude.
1 minute remaining. Replay. Let's return to the action. Now watching Ryan Corbett Reyes.
Pretty nice seeing the 963 not dragging its butt around like a dog on the carpet.
Solid pace being shown here.
Maybe physically, but it's still slow in a
Now
straight
watching
line.
Alexander McQuarrie.
Well,
Yeah, I should just say there's a lot of
Now
good-looking
watching James
liveries
Bowders.
this year. It's really nice to see people starting to become a little inventive and doing some cool things with the cars.
Now watching James Bowders.
Okay, good luck, everybody.
Now
Yeah, we
watching
should be
James
switching over
Bowders.
very shortly, and we have, I think.
2 minutes remaining.
And thank you, Hypercars, for everyone being at the
Halfway
top end of the
point.
spectrum.
1 minute
Do
remaining.
appreciate that. And you've got about 50 seconds to get onto the grid.
How much of a gap did you want back to the hypercars for the GT3s?
Just a little bit so that RF2 doesn't get excited with you. 15 seconds.
Okay.
Because you have the safety cars, so you can't back up too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here we have the grid for today's race. 31 cars across 4 classes. Starting with Hypercar. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 409P. P2,
Don't forget, everybody,
Johnny
it's double
Gutierrez
file,
in the
so
number 2
stay
Cadillac
closed
V
up.
Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 409P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac
not
V
too much
Series
panic. Just make
R.
sure that by the time we get up to
Leading
the
Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the
oval,
number
that
6
people
Ferrari
join up slowly.
499P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 499P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 499P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 490P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in
It's
the
okay to
number
leave the
2
safety car a
Cadillac
little bit of
V
room back.
Series R. Leading Hypercar,
Yeah, it just
Ben
scared me, so I'm
Kesby
going to do
in the number 6
that.
Ferrari 499P. P2,
I like
Johnny
a good
Gutierrez
aggressive
in the
safety
number 2
car.
Cadillac V Series
Gotta
R.
learn respect somehow.
Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari
I want to punish him
499P.
for Melbourne,
P2,
that's all.
Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 499P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 409P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 499P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 409P. P2,
okay
Johnny
to zip her through the
Gutierrez in the
chicane.
number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 499P.
Yeah, I'm getting a warning sign, guys.
P2,
Carl.
Johnny Gutierrez
But,
in the number 2
okay,
Cadillac
right.
V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 499P. P2, Johnny
What'd you get it for?
Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac
Carl
V
needs to
Series
be in front of me,
R.
but
Leading
I'm not sure
Hypercar,
why that
Ben
is.
Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 499P.
Well, as long as it hasn't
P2,
given
Johnny
you a
Gutierrez
penalty, then
in
you're
the
okay.
number 2 Cadillac V Series R.
Doesn't
Leading
attempt to
Hypercar, Ben
clear that
Kesby
up.
in the number 6 Ferrari
Thank you,
409P.
boss.
P2, Johnny
Okay, everybody, have a
Gutierrez
good race.
in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 499P. P2, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series. And we're racing. Race underway. 94 minutes, 31 cars in 4 classes. Oh, let's take another look at that.
Thank you, Ross. Thanks, Ross.
Back to live action. Leading Hypercar, Ben Kesby in the number 6 Ferrari 409P. P2, JT Tammy in the number 15 BMW M Hybrid V8 Evo. P3, Troy Ewan in the number 24 Ferrari 409P. P4, Johnny Gutierrez in the number 2 Cadillac V Series R. P5, Sahil Mustak in the number 50 Ferrari 499P. P6, Brian Hall in the number 1 Cadillac V-Series R. P7, Jerry Chen in the number 66 Porsche 963. Moving on to Hypercar AM. Leading Hypercar AM, Ryan Paulbert Reyes in the number 22 Porsche 963. Oh, here's another look. And we're back to the race. The gap is stretching out for Stuart Barge. Solid pace being shown here. This battle continues, neither giving up. Battle for P4 in LMGT3. Paul Ibbotson is in a real groove metronome lap. Let's take another look at that. And we're back to the race. Now watching John Wheon. Remarkably consistent from John Wheon. Vinicius de Oliveira reclaims P5 in LMGT3. John Young going for it on Vinicius de Oliveira. Vinicius de Oliveira fights back, holds P5 in LMGT3. Here's Eric Jacobs making a move on Michael Lock. Replay. Back to live action. Now watching Vinicius de Oliveira. Daniel Kirby extending the lead. Solid pace being shown here. Matthew Overton challenging Alexander McQuarrie for position. Let's take another look at that. And we're back to the race. Now watching Daniel Kirby. Impressive consistency from Daniel Kirby. Battle for P5 at LMGT3 AMP. The times are coming down for Daryl Kruger. Let's take another look at that. Let's return to the action. Great Hypercar AM racing for P3. The gap is coming down for Lanny Hall. This battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. Action in LMGT3 and for P1. Remarkably consistent from Stephen Miller. Gap down to 0, 6 seconds for Stephen Miller. This battle continues, neither giving up. Fryman challenging Tom Nazella for position. Let's take another look at that. Back to live action. This battle continues, neither giving up. Look at this, LMGT3 and battle for P1. Trackside view. Let's see that again. And we're back to the race. Action in LMGT3 AMP P1. This battle continues, neither giving up. Stuart Barge is pulling away, gap up by 0.6 seconds. Look at this LMGT3 battle for P6. On board with Max Somfernap. This battle continues, neither giving up. Michael Lock looking to get by Max Somfernap. Trackside view. Let's see that again. Back to live action. This battle continues, neither giving up. Eric Jacobs is building a cushion. This battle continues, neither giving up. Michael Lock has found some pace in the last few laps. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching John Maher. John Maher is struggling to maintain the pace. This battle continues, neither giving up. Let's watch Olivier Gervais going for the pass on Matthew Overton. See that again.
luck with the GT3s. Stay on one
Let's
side.
return to the action. The lap times are starting to drop off for Tom Nazella.
Deal. Please, no talking.
Daryl Kruger's pace is fading. Oh, let's see that again. Back to live action. Battle for P5 in Hypercar. Ryan Hall's pace is fading. Great hypercar racing for P1. The lap times are starting to drop off for Ben Kesby. This battle continues, neither giving up. Look at this hypercar and battle for P3. Lanny Hall's pace is fading. Battle continues, neither giving up. Here's another look. Let's return to the action. Losing a bit of pace now, Lanny Hall. Solid pace being shown here. Oh, let's watch Sahil Mustak going for the pass on Brian Hall. Replay. Back to live action. Look at this LMGT3 and battle for P5. The times are coming down for James Bowders. This battle continues, neither giving up. James Bowd is closing on Don Fryman, gap down to 1. 8th. Oh, here's James Bowders making a move on Don Fryman. This battle continues, neither giving up. Quicker laps now from James Bowders. This battle continues, neither giving up. Here's Gilles Lalonde making a move on Norm Graf. Let's see that again. And we're back to the race. Action in LMGT3 for P3. Losing a bit of pace now, John Maher. This battle continues, neither giving up. Great hypercar racing for P5. On board with Brian Hall. Solid pace being shown here. Solid pace being shown here. Trackside view. Johnny Gutierrez is struggling to maintain the pace. Solid pace being shown here. Solid pace being shown here. Johnny Gutierrez is struggling to maintain the pace. The gap is coming down for Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching Ben Kesby. Ben Kesby's pace is fading. The leader has a comfortable gap. Let's watch John Maher going for the pass on Olivier Gervais. Oh, let's see that again. Back to live action. Look at this hypercar battle for P1. The lap times are starting to drop off for Ben Kesby. This battle continues, neither giving up. Giving up. Ben Kesby is struggling to maintain the pace. This battle continues, neither giving up. Let's watch Vinicius de Oliveira going for the pass on Stuart Marge. Vinicius de Oliveira is struggling to maintain the pace. This battle continues, neither giving up. Look at this LMGT3 battle for P3. This battle continues, neither giving up. Action in Hypercar for P1. The lap times are starting to drop off for Ben Kesby. Great Hypercar AM racing for P1. Quicker laps now from Ryan Paulbert Reyes. This battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. Ryan Paulbert Reyes is getting into a rhythm now. This battle continues, neither giving up. JT Tummy has found some pace in the last few laps. This battle continues, neither giving up. Gap down to 0. 2 seconds for JT Tummy. This battle continues, neither giving up. The times are coming down for JT Tummy. The gap is coming down for JT Tummy. Trackside view. Ryan Paul Reyes has found some pace in the last few laps. This battle continues, neither giving up. Battle for P1 in Hypercar. Quicker laps now from Ben Kesby. This battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. Quicker laps now from Ben Kesby. JT Tummy challenging Ryan Paul Reyes for position.
Reyes, you disappeared.
Solid pace being shown here.
Can I not go out, guys?
Yeah. Just for you.
Look at this hypercar battle for P1.
Oh, fuck.
This battle continues, neither giving up. Ben Kesby's getting into a rhythm now. Battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. The times are coming down for Ben Kesby. This battle continues, neither giving up.
Sorry, James.
Well, it didn't hit anything.
Now watching Karl Struhol. Losing a bit of pace now, Karl Struhol. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Olivier Gervais. Olivier Gervais has found some pace in the last few laps. Solid pace being shown here. Oh, now watching Daniel Kirby. Quicker laps now from Daniel Kirby. Solid pace being shown here. Solid pace being shown here. The times are coming down for Daniel Kirby. Now watching Daniel Kirby. Solid pace being shown here. times are coming down for Daniel Kirby. Solid pace being shown here. Solid pace being shown here. Now watching Daniel Kirby. Daniel Kirby has found some pace in the last few laps. Solid pace being shown here. Hypercar battle for P1. Losing a bit of pace now, Ben Kesby. This battle continues, neither giving up. The leader has a comfortable gap. Losing a bit of pace now, Ben Kesby. The leader has a comfortable gap. Let's take another look at that. Let's return to the action. Now watching Olivier Gervais. This battle continues, neither giving up. The lap times are starting to drop off for Olivier Gervais. This battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. Now watching Olivier Gervais. Losing a bit of pace now, Olivier Gervais. This battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. The lap times are starting to drop off for Olivier Gervais. Now watching Ben Kesby. Ben Kesby is struggling to maintain the pace. This battle continues, neither giving up. Action in LMGT3 for P3. On board with John Maher. John Maher's pace is fading. This battle continues, neither giving up. Oh, here's John Maher making a move on Olivier Gervais. Trackside view. This battle continues, neither giving up. Losing a bit of pace now, John Maher. This battle continues, neither giving up. John Maher has caught Gilles Lalonde on track. Hypercar battle for P1. Ben Kesby has found some pace in the last few laps. This battle continues, neither giving up. Great LMGT3 AM racing for P3. Solid pace being shown here. This battle continues, neither giving up. Norm Graf looking to get by Matthew Overton. Quicker laps now from Norm Graf. Action in Hypercar for P1. Ben Kesby has found some pace in the last few laps. The leader has a comfortable gap. The leader has a comfortable gap. The times are coming down for Ben Kesby. The leader has a comfortable gap. Now watching Lanny Hall. The lap times are starting to drop off for Lanny Hall. Solid pace being shown here. Battle for P9 in LMGT3. John Meher is getting into a rhythm now. Now watching Daniel Kirby. Quicker laps now from Daniel Kirby. Solid pace being shown here. Alexander McQuarrie looking to get by Darrell Kruger. Traffic management as Norm Graf passes Karl Struhol. The times are coming down for Karl Struhol. Solid pace being shown here. Battle for P5 in Hypercar. Oh, let's see that again. And we're back to the race. Now watching Stephen Miller. Losing a bit of pace now, Stephen Miller. This battle continues, neither giving up. Oh, here's Sahil Mustak making a move on Johnny Gutierrez. Let's take another look at that. And we're back to the race. This battle continues, neither giving up. Sahil Mustak right behind Michael Lock now. Solid pace being shown here. Let's watch Norm Graf going for the pass on Daryl Kruger. Let's take another look at that. And we're back to the race. Let's watch Norm Graf going for the pass on Alexander McQuarrie. Solid pace being shown here. Look at this LMGT3 battle for P3. Losing a bit of pace now, John Maher. John Maher has caught Gilles Lalonde on track. Solid pace being shown here. Action in LMGT3 and for P4. The lap times are starting to drop off for James Bowden. Action in Hypercar for P5. This battle continues, neither giving up. Sahil Mustak is struggling to maintain the pace. Solid pace being shown here. Replay. Let's return to the action. Now watching John Maher. John Maher has found some pace in the last few laps. This battle continues, neither giving up. Let's watch Norm Graf going for the pass on Alexander McQuarrie. Norm Graf is struggling to maintain the pace. Solid pace being shown here. Great LMGT3 racing for P9. The times are coming down for Olivier Gervais. This battle continues, neither giving up. Norm Graf challenging Daryl Kruger for position. Trackside view. Losing a bit of pace now, Norm Graf. Action in LMGT3 for P8. John Mayer is getting into a rhythm now. This battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. John Maher is getting into a rhythm now. Vinicius de Oliveira looking to get by Stuart Barge. Vinicius de Oliveira is struggling to maintain the pace. This battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. Look at this LMGT3 battle for P8. Olivier Gervais's pace is fading. This battle continues, neither giving up. Oh, here's Olivier Gervais making a move on John Maher. Trackside view. Olivier Gervais's pace is fading. This battle continues, neither giving up. Here's another look. Back to live action. This battle continues, neither giving up. This battle continues, neither giving up. Norm Graf challenging Paul Ibbotson for position. Norm Graf's pace is fading. Now watching Johnny Gutierrez. Johnny Gutierrez is getting into a rhythm now. Solid pace being shown here. Let's see that again. Back to live action.
Wreck before the chicane.
Oh, battle for P9 in LMGT3. Losing a bit of pace now, John Maher. Solid pace being shown here. Look at this LMGT3 battle for P4. The lap times are starting to drop off for Paul Ibbotson. Solid pace being shown here. This battle continues, neither giving up. Quicker laps now from Paul Ibbotson. On board with Paul Ibbotson. This battle continues, neither giving up. Quicker laps now from Paul Ibbotson. This battle continues, neither giving up. Trackside view. Ben Kesby takes the hypercar win. Checkered flag for Stuart Barge in LMGT3 AM. Victory in LMGT3 for Daniel Kirby. Now watching Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching Troy Yu-Yan. Now watching Gilles Lalonde. Gilles Lalonde wins the Hypercar AM. Runner-up in Hypercar, Johnny Gutierrez. Now watching Lanny Hall. Second in Hypercar AM goes to Lanny Hall. Runner-up in LMGT3, Alan Holden. Stephen Miller finishes P2 in LMGT3 AM. Now watching Ben Kesby. Troy Yu-Yan rounds out the Hypercar podium. Now watching Troy Yu-Yan. Third in Hypercar AM is Norm Graf. P3 in LMGT3, Michael Locke. P3 in LMGT3 AM, Olivier Gervais. Now watching Daniel Kirby. Now watching Alan Holden. Now watching Stephen Miller. Now watching Troy Yu-Yan. Now watching Daniel Kirby. Now watching Troy Yu-Yan.
Okay, I think we just got Alan as the last one.
Now watching Alan Holden.
And Jerry. That looks like it. So, great race, everybody. Thanks for coming out today. Ben takes the win on the Hypercars. Gilles taking the AM win ahead of Lenny Hall. And then Daniel Kirby gets the win ahead of Alan Holden and Mika Luck. And then Stuart takes, that's the GTs, and then Stuart Barge picks up the win and a nice return to racing form for him in the GTAMs. Well done, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for putting it up. It was really fun. Except that I have to apologize to Mr. Norm, as I never knew he was there.
Witnessed that murder.
No, he came out of the pits.
Yeah, I was right behind. I witnessed it. I saw it happening, like as you were moving across. It's like Winston.
Wham, side by side, and he hit the wall.
Poor Norm.
Yeah, I waited for him, but he was 5 laps down.
Sorry about that contact there, Micah. Not quite sure what happened there.
Don, that was
Yeah, I
some
don't know
fun
if I
racing,
was
bud.
calling that.
Congrats to the winners.
I watched
Good job, guys.
Great time.
And at the beginning, when I spoke up, there was a mess of GT3 and Lanny